New mercies I see. I thank my God. Been good to one like me. We're so undeserving. We do nothing to earn it. All around me, blessings over me. His goodness, oh my Lord, is all that I can see. In return, I worship, cause that is all he asks of me. It's a first of grace, just to see on the way of bliss. It's a first of grace. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. It's a brand new day. It's a first of grace, just to see on the way of bliss. It's a first of grace. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. It's a brand new day. Life in itself is a gift. Health, my friend, is real wealth. The breath I breathe is just to worship. I owe nothing to no one else. No one else, no one else. My eyes, my ears belong to him. I'm giving honor to the King. So I take this time to sing. That's how I express myself to him. It's a first of grace. Just to see on the way of bliss. It's a first of grace. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. It's a brand new day. It's a first of grace. Just to see on the way of bliss. It's a first of grace. Yes, indeed, on a Monday evening, a very pleasant good evening to each and every one. This is Pastor Rob right here, and this is Jamaican Explosion on another Monday evening. It is my pleasure to be with you here on a Monday evening, and I just want to say I hope you are having a beautiful evening. Hopefully you had a great day at work, and we're just happy to have you join Jamaican Explosion this evening. Quite a few things going on the program this evening. I want you to stick and stay. Share that link. Let a friend know that we're on. Let someone know that they can't miss Jamaican Explosion this evening. And our special guest, Mr. Pastor Junior Tucker, will be on with me this evening, and we'll have him here on the screen in a couple of minutes. But for right now, let's speak about an event that took place yesterday evening. And I want to say we had a great time yesterday evening at the International Evening of Praise. And big shouts out to all the performers that participated in International Evening of Praise yesterday evening here in the Stone Mountain, Georgia. And wow, what a great time we had. And I'm going to take the time out just to thank all these people for coming out and sharing their talents with us this yesterday evening. We had a yesterday evening on the International Evening of Praise, none other than Next Level Singers from Gwinnett International. We had Rayan Blue, rap artist. Sophia Bryan came by and she sang for us. We had Khalil Ross and Ann Williams with the rap and dance combination. Rap and dance combination from yesterday evening. We also had a Universe, the singer, Tamara, with us yesterday evening. All did a great job, and I'm telling you, everyone's just chiming in to me today, letting me know that, oh, what a great time they had. How about Jafia Wall with the Flag Ministry yesterday? She just did a wonderful job, and we surely enjoyed those flags, those colors. They were beautiful. Of course, none other than Mr. Professor Roach himself, and he was doing a double duty yesterday, as he was also the sound system DJ and also a performer yesterday. And big shout out, big kudos to all the crew. None other than Mr. Why Not, the Paul singer, showed up and gave us his best. How about Doxology Band? Big ups going out to Doxology Band for coming on and praising with us. We want to say it was a beautiful praise experience yesterday. A beautiful praise and worship experience. Most people that came on stage said it wasn't just a concert for them, it was a praise and worship experience. And I'm so glad that all these folks came along. I want to big up none other than Mr. Rowan Clark, and he was the one that his song you heard as we started the show this evening, and he was our main artist at the end of the show yesterday. So we want to big ups going out to Mr. Rowan Clark, and the song that you heard this evening as we got started was a a burst of praise, a burst of praise. Okay, this is a Monday, um, September 16th. And we are here with Jamaican Explosion this evening. Coming up in a couple of minutes, I'll have for you none other than Pastor Junior Tucker, who will be joining me here on screens in just a minute or so. Okay. Uh, okay. And we'll have him on here in just a minute or two. Okay. Very good. As he gets his camera ready. Okay. Okay, all right. I got Miss quite a few people calling in here, but let's try to put him on stage here and see what's Mr. Pastor Junior Tucker still getting ready.
I'm
Um,
ready.
there he is. He says he's ready. A very pleasant good evening to you, sir, and welcome.
Oh, it's good to be here. Thank you for having me, sir.
It is my pleasure, sir, to have you on Jamaican Explosion today. We're coming out of Atlanta, going all through the world. Wherever
Yes,
there's
sir.
internet, we
Yes,
go.
yes, sir.
We praise God for you, sir. And
Thank
and
you.
and it's good to see you, sir. I was in Jamaica as a young boy and grew up with all your songs and all your
Oh,
escapades.
bless God.
Yes, so it's good to see you. We all feel that we know you.
That's true. That's true. People always come to me and say, "I know you a long time," and I'm like,
Yeah,
"Okay," because they
that's
think when they see me on TV, I can see them.
right, exactly. So we all felt attached to you because for my household, you were the equivalent of Michael Jackson in Jamaica for
Oh,
us. You know.
that's quite an honor, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yeah. We. As a matter of fact, in my house, we called you the Jamaican Michael Jackson while we were growing up. You know?
I hear you, sir. I hear you.
So while the states had Michael Jackson, we had our Junior Tucker, but it's Pastor Junior Tucker right now,
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm glad to have you on Jamaican Explosion this evening. As and Asking you to see where are you calling from? Are you still in Jamaica? Are you calling?
I'm in Jamaica. I'm actually at my church at the office, and we're if you I'm not sure if you're hearing the music in the background, but we're rehearsing, getting ready for the concert that's coming up,
Yes.
and just working like the ex prime minister said, she's just working. You know what I mean? And that's
Okay.
what I'm doing, working for the Lord, just getting ready from one project to the next, and the next project is the concert that we're having, which is my 27 years of gospel.
Yes.
That's coming up at the end of this month. I'm going to be a new album that we're launching called Journey, which
Yes.
is all of the gospel songs that I've done over the past 27 years. So
Wow.
we're doing a compilation of them,
Hmm.
and we're also adding 3 new songs. So we'll get ready for that, and I have my friends coming to the concert to come touch the mic and just bless me on my birthday. I'll be 58 years old, and I'm just so grateful for what God has done in my life.
Well,
Yeah.
we praise God for keeping you and
Yes. Yes, sir.
tell us. We are here in the states. Tell us a little bit about this particular concert coming up.
It's coming up on the September 28th, Saturday, September 28th. It's going to be at Swallowfield Chapel, number 9, which is on Swallowfield Road, number 9 Swallowfield Road. We start at 6 o'clock. Like I said, all my friends are going to pass through, and some that's not even on the poster. But on the poster so far is Papa San, there's Carlene Davis, there's Paul Blake, who's originally from Bloodfire Posse. I don't know if you remember him.
Yes, yes,
And
yes,
yeah, man, and Alicia Taylor is gonna be on it. I knew a young man called Everything Chris, which happens to be my nephew. He's gonna be on it too. Let me see. My worship team, No Perfect People, and Don Martin Pantan, I believe is gonna be there. And we're just gonna have a bunch of other friends passing through trust me, I didn't have space on the poster to put all of the people who are passing through. And it's gonna be, and I'm gonna sing most. I mean, I'm gonna try and sing as much of the songs of the past and even the new ones as much as I can. So it's just a celebration of life, celebration of what God has done in my life on the journey,
Yes,
and
sir.
therefore the album is called Journey, and we're just celebrating the album that night.
Okay, sir. So I could see that it's named Journey because
Yes,
it's exemplifying your journey. Uh,
yes. From the time God saved me until now.
okay, and
Yeah.
what time was that? At what stage in your life?
1997 October
Mhm.
is when I gave my life to the Lord. It was in the same year that myself, Papa San, Stitchy, we just, as a matter of fact, speaking of Stitchy, we send up prayers for him now, and just want to keep him in our prayer, for God
Yes,
and bring his home alive and up and just in full strength. Amen. But but
and
but in that year of '97 was myself, Papa San, Stitchy, Colleen Davis, and Judy Mort. All five of us gave our life to the Lord in that year. And since then, Sheriff Franklin and Danny
yes,
Brownie and Tommy Cowan and the prodigals and all these other people, who come after. And Paul Blake was the year before us. So it's
yes,
just been out. God did a very interesting move in the reggae music industry of Jamaica, and I was privileged to be one of them. That he snatched and said, enough is enough now. Come over this side and come do what I've called you to do.
yes,
So I'm just really grateful to come back and at this time, 27 years later, even though it's 53 years of music,
yes.
because I
Uh-huh.
started when I was 5, but it's really 27 years of gospel, and we're going to celebrate
Hmm.
that. You need tickets. Anybody ticket at that time? Or here's another interesting thing. Somebody said to me, Somebody said to me the other day, why are you going onto a radio station in Atlanta to advertise a
Yeah,
show in Jamaica? And I'll tell you
yeah.
why. Because there may be somebody listening saying, hey, Jamaica is
That's
my home,
correct.
is my place. I have family
Yes.
here. They can
Hmm.
touch that household and say, hey, go and see this
Yes.
concert. Because guess what? Somebody might remember me from back in the days, and they come and the Lord touches them and their lives get transformed. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And that's what
sir.
I'm about. I'm about introducing the new man now. I don't want you to concentrate on the old man. I want you to concentrate on the new man. So if you're in
Right.
Atlanta, help me. This is a way how you can be evangelistic, and to touch your family and to touch people who you know. Some people might not even have family, but they might say, you know what, the Lord
We're,
puts on my heart to buy
hmm
some tickets and give them away to somebody. So because I've had people who have called me and say, I'm not going to be able to be there, but I'm going to buy 10 tickets, and you give them away to people who you know can't afford it, or people
hmm
who just would never come to a concert. Just give it to them, and trust me, we will distribute all those tickets. So there's many ways of how you can reach somebody, even from in Atlanta. You can touch somebody's life in Jamaica right here. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Most definitely. And folks are always coming down, taking
Yes.
trips down. And
That's right.
even to see a good gospel concert,
Yes.
people will take trips down. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
And if they don't know, how can they attend if we're here? So
Right.
by you coming on, it's right on time.
Right.
Somebody's going to hear somebody, and you said that if they remember you, but I'm telling you, there's a whole lot of folks that remember you.
I bless
So
God. I bless God.
yeah, and I know you don't want to speak about the whole man, so to speak, but I'm a believer that God gives us gifts, and the gifts
Amen.
are sometimes present within us even before we answer our calling. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. From
yes,
before the very foundations of the earth, he
yes,
knitted
sir.
us in our mother's womb, and then
Yes,
puts us he knew us, and then he puts us in our mother's womb. So, yeah, I'm grateful that I could use everything, like Paul says, I call it all, rubbish, but in the same token, I use it for the grace of God. I mean, by the grace of God, I use all of it, to just be a blessing to Him. So we lift up His name. When you hear of Junior Tucker and you come and see me on September 20th, I might tell you from where I'm coming from, but I'm
yes,
certainly going to make you land on where I'm at and where
yes.
we can both go. which is in heaven. Amen. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, let me ask this personal question, because you mentioned in that particular year, it was 97. Uh,
Yes.
what do you think was happening at that time? Because it's quite a minute. You just pointed out to me that there are quite a few artists that made the transition. In your mind, or what do you think happened that year, or was it just by happenstance?
I don't think God does anything by happenstance. I think it was strategic in the sense that a couple of things. My personal. I mean, God didn't tell me this, or I would say it is written in law or any thing. Just my opinion. I
Yes,
think
sir.
what Jamaica was really struggling with at the time, because
Hmm.
right before those five people I tell you about gave their life to the Lord, there was a band called Change, right? That did a
Okay.
reggae gospel CD, and there was
Hmm.
a lot of controversy going on. Like, can reggae be used by the Lord, to be a blessing to the church and to win souls and all that kind of stuff, and that conversation has been going on from way before me born and even after to this day now. People still have that conversation, but I think the Lord was just kind of like a fed up, that's kind of fed up and say, you know what, since the church won't fully, I'm not saying there wasn't churches who wasn't doing that, but since
Okay.
but since you all the church, meaning the fullness of the church, wasn't going out into the roads and representing the gospel in its authentic Jamaican way, then guess what? God says, I'm gonna just snatch them from out of the out in and bring them. Because guess what? The Bible tells us, like, in the Bible tells us that if you don't praise the Lord, God said He make even the stones raise up
That's right.
and praise. So Judah talk talking to you right now. I was one of the stones, right?
Okay.
Where I'm, because I remember going to church before that, and church
Hmm.
people used to look at me like, where are they? You have to go clean up yourself and come back first before you come on my church. And I'm
Hmm.
like, really? What do you mean? I mean, you mean I can't come to your church? Why? Why am I so terrible? So the truth is, I personally feel it's a little, I may be wrong, but I personally feel God just make a move and said, no, if you say, if I don't want bring them in, then I will bring them in myself. Trust me, I'm telling you, I could see the struggle the church was having in terms of the seeing us come. Because I remember Papa San and myself and Stitchy and us, we see the concerts. And the
Yeah.
concerts were packed, thousands of people. But then in the
Hmm.
church, they wouldn't let us in. And I'm like, well, we were just winning souls for the Lord, and we wanted to teach us another kind of a thing, and walk with us. We're your brothers. And it's like, it
Hmm.
took a while for the churches, the pastors,
Yes. Yes.
especially, to get used to understanding that no, we are, it's like Peter. Peter's at the door knocking, and then pray for him, and when him come knock, then I wonder if it's really Peter outside. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
And
Because
that's what I think it really was. God just made a move all
yes.
by Himself in His sovereignty, and He said,
Yes.
"Well, deal with that move here, because it's there, it's right in your hands. You see that you're gonna join with your brothers, and while they go and evangelize, you teach them and raise them up, and that kind of a thing. That's what I think God did. And to be honest with you, don't get me wrong. I'm not. Nobody don't write me a letter. Tell you the truth, there were some pastors who really welcomed us and discipled us and loved on us and walked with us, hand in hand, and that's because, in other words, our success is not on our own. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
My
Hmm.
success is a Swallowfield Chapel success, and a Pastor David King success, and
That's right.
Pastor David Henry, and these great people, and Tony Miller, Bishop Tony Miller. I have many mentors, or a couple of mentors who poured into my life and
Hmm.
strengthened me to make me do what I did. So it's not me shining alone. Is me and the body of Christ who was able to walk with me, and then God gets the glory.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. And since then, how has it been? Have they come to accept you, or are they still struggling?
Some still don't, and that's okay. I mean, I'm not here to make what you call it, I'm not gonna be take up my time to worry about that, and I just
Right.
do what I need to do. You know what I mean? And because I'm also, I've now even become a pastor, and in becoming a pastor, let me tell you the truth, I even understand some of them skepticism and being cautious at the time. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I get it, I understand it, because
Right.
do
Hmm.
not be so quick in the lane and have hands. You know what I mean? To
Yes.
endorse a man, or to say, hey, he's whatever, a man have to prove himself as by his spirit and his walk. So I get it. I get that. I get all of it. But and I think here we are, 27 years later, 30 years
Mm-hmm.
later, for some
Mm-hmm.
of us, and I think we've come a long way. I mean, I think, most churches now are not talking anymore about whether reggae should be used or whatever. I hear reggae is in the praise and worship nowadays, and concerts are as more pattern than ever been before. So yeah, there's been progress. I must say, but some will always be the way they are, and that's okay too. We'll all talk about it when we get to heaven, I guess.
Yes, sir. Yes. Folks, if you're just joining us here on Jamaican Explosion this evening, I'm speaking to Pastor Junior Tucker, and I'm glad that he is able to join us today, speaking about his conversion and what he's presently doing in the gospel reggae arena, and about his upcoming concert. He's going to tell us a little bit more about that and remind us of the date. But we know
It's a
Junior Tucker. Many go ahead, sir.
Go ahead.
I said many of us know Junior Tucker because we grew up with him singing in the on the TV, on the radio, doing all that doing the stuff that we love to see him doing earlier, and we appreciated that he did that, and he's been in the business for over 50 years, in 50 years, but now he has converted his life, and now he is actually a pastor, and
Yes, sir.
and and he's here today telling us about his conversion, and we're just so glad to have him with us right now. And okay, so all right, tell us at we know the time that you became a believer, and how about the move to pastorship? What moved you to a pastorship, or was it already? I saw somewhere in the bio that it says you were a pastor from when you were a child.
well, well, people have, my uncle, which is Jimmy Tucker, another famous Jamaican, classical singer and folk singer before
Hmm.
me, who paved the way for me. He
Hmm.
told me that my great grandfather was the Reverend Theodore Lancelot who's the pastor of St. Jude's Church, and Anglican Church in Stony Hill,
Okay.
Jamaica. So that's where I'm coming from. So it's like it was I guess it was in my blood or my calling or the DNA, in spiritual DNA, any way you want to look at it. Um, but so one of us had to get bitten by the bug, and thank God it was me. I'm very honored that it was me, and
Yes.
I humbly accept, and I come, and I'm now the pastor of Family Word and Worship.
Yes.
How did I become that? It was
Mm.
before, when I was actually in the States. When I got sick in '97, I moved back to the States, so to speak, because I was
Mhm.
living in the States before. Moved
Mhm.
back to the States in 1998, late '98, early '99, somewhere around there. And
Mhm.
I moved back to Florida. And while I was in Florida, I went to seminary and all that kind of stuff. And I was worship leader at my
Okay.
church.
Mhm.
So I became worship leader and was in ministry. And then right after that, my bishop and mentor, Bishop Tony Miller,
Mhm.
they ordained me as pastor under that church and that ministry. And that was about, let me see, that was about 2001, 2002, somewhere around there. So
Mhm.
from that time, I've been, pastoring as an assistant pastor, or as a, one of the pastors under Bishop Tony Miller, and
Okay.
served with him until I became senior pastor of Family Word and Worship now for the
Mhm.
past 9 years.
Wow. And I say congratulations to you on that.
Bless you, sir. Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
guess
sir.
the Lord just moved you through ministry. Just
Yes.
He just guided your footstep all the way through the ministry.
Right. So when I
And
became saved in '97, I was a music minister. I did,
okay.
went traveled and sing, and then became worship leader in
Mhm.
'98. And if I'm worship leader to pastor, or to be serving in ministry as a
Mhm.
minister, then I became a pastor, under Bishop Tony for, and that did that for like I think about 10 years or somewhere like that, and then I came back to Jamaica, and now 9 years I'm senior pastor of Family Word and Worship Church.
Okay, all
So I've
right.
always been in ministry. Always been in ministry since I get saved. I'm serving.
Okay, you're a servant.
Yes,
Servant.
sir.
Okay,
Yes,
very
sir.
good. Okay, so I know that you're in Jamaica, but have you traveled preaching outside of the States?
Oh yeah, yeah, all over. I'm been to some parts of Europe. I just came back earlier this year from in Nicaragua.
Okay,
And in the Caribbean. I've always been in the Caribbean. Oh God, I think I've been to 90% of the islands in the Caribbean.
okay.
Canada, America. Um, oh God, trust me, God has so many places I can't remember. In the UK, I've been traveling and doing ministry for 20 something years, over 25 years,
Okay, very good, very
both
good.
preaching and singing. Yeah,
Okay, so you actually preach the word too. That's good.
yes I
That's
do. Yes I do. Yes I do.
okay. So you have any plans to come through the Atlanta area anytime soon, or is it on
That's
your?
well, I'm been so we call it now like central in my church, just planted in the church to kind of
Yes, sir.
bring it to a place where it is in steady and on its
Yeah.
legs and so forth for the past 9 years. I've
Hmm.
just decided to start going back out full fledged, and because I have pastors in the house that are
That's
strong
correct.
and that have raised up and stuff, and they're trust me, I was away one time for about 7 weeks, and when I came back I was like, in my mind, worried, said, "Oh God, I lose the church, now the church upside down." And they're looking at me like, "Hi, Pastor, God to have your back." And I was like, "Wait a minute, so don't miss me." I said, "Yeah, man, we miss you, but we don't really." And I'm like, "Wow!" In my, I felt, I didn't know if I was supposed to feel good or I feel bad, because I was like, "I got 7 weeks, and they don't miss me." So I felt good to know that I trained them that well. Like
That's right.
the church is strong and strong when I'm gone, but in the same token, and then they miss me at all. I was like, "Oh boy." Can I tell you? But it's a blessing, now. So now I'm able to go back out, and to minister, all over. I haven't been to Atlanta in a while though. The last time I was in Atlanta was probably about some 6 years ago.
Okay.
I came to do a concert, and
Hmm.
and I've been in Atlanta a couple times, well, to preach and that kind of stuff, and teach worship and all that kind of stuff. So Bishop Swaby, may soul
Yeah.
rest in peace.
Decent.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I used to come to his church a lot, and
Okay.
I know his wife very well, and I just really so blessed by what she's doing at that church and stuff, and and other churches that I'm connected to, in Atlanta. Yeah, man,
Oh,
Atlanta is one of my stops, one of my definite connections.
okay. So we're
So
gonna
you'll see
look.
me.
We'll look forward to having you back here, or even
Yes, sir.
inviting
Yes,
you
sir.
to come back
Yes, sir.
here at some point in time. Let's talk about the 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 gospel reggae, the place that you believe that it it fills within the the reggae arena on a whole. Is there a place for gospel reggae, or do you think that it plays a very important role?
Whenever they listen to me, and when I say they, I'm talking about the powers to be radio.
Yes.
I'm talking about promoters,
Hmm.
talking about media people.
Hmm.
I'm one of the ones. Whenever they do give me a microphone, I'm one of the ones who are screaming the unfair way of how they treat gospel reggae,
Hmm.
because it means a lot of hypocrisy. And I tell you why.
Hmm.
Because there was a time when
Yes.
anything Rasta, anything Christian was played at a certain hour, and
Mm.
they would keep radio very pop, very neutral, very whatever. Now,
Hmm.
God bless them. I ain't mad at them, but God bless them. They're playing reggae, conscious reggae
Hmm.
in the midday, lunchtime, prime
Right.
time. I mean, you'll hear a Sizzla Kalonji, you'll hear a Capleton, you'll hear you know, as whatever Rasta music or whatever. And I'm not mad at that. I'm actually happy, and I tell you why I'm happy. Because in my
Hmm.
mind, I feel like, okay, well, if you can play, then they can play what me say. Don't regulate me now to Sunday morning. I'm already in church, and so don't play me on a Sunday morning only. If you can play me, if you can play Rastaman and his faith on a Thursday evening with drive time going home. You can play me as a gospel reggae man Thursday evening drive time going home too. You know
That's
what I mean?
correct.
I think that's only fair. So I'm one of them who's pushing and just being very loud about that.
Yes.
Because I think it has a place, I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
just like how you play any theater, any kind of consciousness you want to play, or any kind of philosophy you want to play. And I can hear it and go, okay, I don't necessarily subscribe to it, but that's okay. You have the right for your opinion to be broadcast. I think I have the right for mine too, and to not regulate me to a Sunday morning.
Well
So,
said.
I think reggae gospel has its place in any platform or any realm, or any stream, like anybody else.
Very good, sir. Thank you, Mr. Junior Tucker, Pastor Junior Tucker, for just explaining that to us. And let somebody know, that they can't regulate the gospel reggae. It is necessary any time of the day, any place, anytime. Just like you would play it on uh, any other genre of reggae, uh, gospel reggae can be played at one time. That's good. I like that. And we're going to say again, once again, kudos to you. Tell us a little bit more about for folks that maybe have just tuned in, a little bit more about September. Is it September 26th?
It's September 28th, and that's a
20,
Saturday.
mm-hmm,
September 28th, the Saturday, will be our concert called Journey, which will be about me just going through the 26 years, 27 years of
mm-hmm,
gospel music that I've done.
mm-hmm,
My friends are coming to join me because it's actually me celebrating also my birthday, my 58th
yes,
birthday.
mm-hmm,
So Papa San is gonna come through.
mm-hmm,
Paul Blake is gonna be there. Colin Davis is gonna come through. Everything Chris, Alicia Taylor, my worship team, No Perfect People, they're gonna be there.
mm-hmm.
Paul Blake, and a whole bunch of other people. Trust me. I mean, I can't give away the names because a lot of them are surprises. You know what I mean? But because it's gonna be an awesome night of a whole heap of music. I mean, Swallowfield is gonna have to push out of the building and tell us that for go and carry them have church a morning, but we're gonna stay as long as we can, and just
Mm-hmm.
be a blessing. Just be a blessing to those who come. It's $5,000 a ticket, 5,000 Jamaican dollars a ticket. You
Mm-hmm.
can get tickets on SpurOpen.com, and you
Mm-hmm.
can also get tickets at Emmanuel Boutique, which is I think it's in Village Plaza. And
Mm-hmm.
then you can come to our church family word and worship, which is 6 Belmont Road, Kingston 5.
Okay, thank you, sir. Well, there you have it, folks. Mr. Junior Tucker, Pastor Junior Tucker, letting us know what he's up to. We're glad to see that he has taken up the mantle to carry the Lord's word through the music and use his gift for our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and we want to say kudos to him, and we're hoping that he'll come by this way pretty soon, in the Georgia area, Florida area. We'll come down and see him if he's there too.
Okay.
That particular show that he's speaking about, right there, on the 28th. I believe that, and I know that my audience will agree that he should try to take that show on the road. bring it, bring
Okay.
it, bring it
Okay.
here, bring it here, bring it here,
I
bring
hear
it.
you.
Travel that show, because that's a
Yes,
show
sir.
that's gonna definitely attract many cities would come out to see that. And there's a lot of gospel folks that are just waiting for shows like that. We see shows come around all the time with Buju this and Beanie this and so forth like that. But we want to see our gospel reggae shows travel around. Leave out of
We'll
Jamaica.
fix. We're gonna
Yes,
fix that. We're gonna
yes,
definitely fix that. Don't worry.
yes,
It's
sir.
coming
Yes, sir.
next year.
Yes, sir. And we'll work along with you right here with it. But it's a pleasure, sir, and it's a
Bless you,
honor.
sir. My
Uh,
honor. My honor. Thank you.
yes, sir. And keep on doing what you're doing, and I
You
know
too.
the Lord's gonna bless you, and I know He's gonna keep you, and I know the Lord's gonna empower you to do great things, greater things He has in store for you,
Same to you, my brother. Same to you.
Pastor. And when I'm down in Jamaica, I will definitely stop by.
Please
Okay?
do. Please
Yes,
do. Please do.
Thank you, sir. You have a blessed
Bless
evening.
you. Take care.
Very good now. Ladies and gentlemen, Pastor Junior Tucker. Yes, indeed. Pastor Rob here on Monday evening. How are you doing this evening? This is Jamaican Explosion. And as I said, it's always a pleasure to be bringing to you the very best of Jamaica at home and abroad. And that's what we do here every Monday evening. Just had a beautiful talk here with um, uh, Mr. Junior Tucker, grown up now, Pastor Junior Tucker, spreading the word. And it goes to let anyone know that you might be out there right now in the world running around and carrying on with your escapades, but you're not out of the reach of God. God could reach down at any minute. He could touch you. He could change you. He could turn your life around. And those that have heard the calling and they're still out there trying to run, you could run, but so far, because when he is ready for you, he will rope you in and you will have to do the work that he has set forth for you to do. Pastor Rob here on a Monday evening, and it's good to be here with you today. Let me go back here and speak, and we'll play a little bit more of Mr. Rowan Clark, and he was at the International Evening of Praise yesterday, and I must say it was quite a beautiful event, nice, controlled environment. We had folks that came down and a lot of artists that came down that just pour their arts and soul out on the stage to give us a praise and worship experience. It was a praise and worship experience, not so much like a concert, but a more of a praise and worship experience. So we want to bring to you Mr. Rowan Clark, just another one of his hit, the man from yesterday. Now worship regardless. When I wake up in the morning, new mercies I see. I thank my God, been good to one like me. We're so undeserving. We do nothing to earn it. Look all around me, it's blessings over me. It's goodness, oh my Lord, it's all that I can see. In return, I worship, cause that is all he asks of me. It's a first of grace, just to see on the way of this. It's a first of grace. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. It's a brand new day. It's a first of grace, just to see on the way of this. It's a first of grace. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. It's a brand new day. Life in itself is a gift. And my friend is real wealth. The breath I breathe is just to worship. I owe nothing to no one else. No one else, no one else. My eyes, my ears belong to him. I'm giving honor to the King. So I take this time to sing. That's how I express myself to him. It's a first of grace. Just to see on the wake up place. It's a first of grace. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. It's a brand new day. It's a first of grace. Just to see on the wake up place. It's a first of grace. I'm alive, I'm alive. And that's what it felt like yesterday evening, a burst of grace at the International Evening of Praise. We're going to pull up some footage here. I saw that Tamara Universe had sent us a couple of clippings, and we want to share those with you. And so if you just stick and stay, before we go to speaking to you about This is Jamaica, we want to just run some clippings here today of well, a very few. We're going to have more clippings as the time goes by, and footage, I would say, of the International Evening of Praise. So we're going to go ahead and put up a few for you to see this evening. And okay, let's see if we could get a couple here okay. Okay, we're gonna try to straighten that one up for you. Okay, we're gonna try to straighten that one up for you right here. Just a little bit of taste of what was happening last evening down at International Evening of Praise. Let's see if we got another clippage here that is actually set the proper way, so we could bring that to you right here. Okay, I think that's probably the only one she said. But as I said, we will have more footage next week from the International Evening of Praise, which was, excellent, excellent, excellent. And want to say a very big shout out to all the folks that came by, stopped by, and just celebrated with us. Mr. Garfield McCook, I want to say a very special shout out. Thanks for stopping by and supporting us. Our doxology was in the place yesterday evening, and we were just so happy to have them with us as they performed greatly yesterday. Of course, the food was off the chain. Okay. And so we just want to thank everyone who stopped by yesterday and to worship and praise with us on a Sunday evening. Okay, so this is Jamaica. We're going to speak a little bit about the program. The This is Jamaica, and let some folks know a little bit more about the This is Jamaica program, scholarship program put on by Mr. Peter Gracie. Give you some information about it, and we'll have a clippage here coming up. I'll try to get it on for you this evening, and you will know a little bit more about the This is Jamaica program and scholarship program. And just to give you some information here, and let me go ahead and set it up for you right here this evening. Okay. Okay, in case you didn't know, then this is Jamaica program is the This is Jamaica scholarship program. It's a non-profit organizational organization created by Mr. Peter Gracie, created to support the children of Jamaica through scholarships in the form of a poetry competition. So okay, we have quite a few people here that's calling in and want to speak about the this is the party last night, or the worship last night, and we'll get to you in a second. Okay, 1 second here. Okay, and I'll get to you. Okay, so we're speaking about the This is Jamaica, the scholarship program, nonprofit organization created by Mr. Peter Gracie, and created to support the children of Jamaica through scholarship in the form of a poetry competition. This is Jamaica. Encourages students students to stretch their creative creativity in the field of the performing arts, while installing country pride and fostering patriotism for the country. So we want to encourage each and every one, if you're in Jamaica and you know of a school that wants to participate in this program, you might want to go to the website this is Jamaica.org. That's the website for the foundation. This is Jamaica.org foundation, and you might want to enter your school into this competition. The children will get a chance to recite, learn and recite the poem by Mr. Peter Gracie, This is Jamaica. And I'll have some footage coming up along here in a second for you. And also, just want to let you know that the age range to participate in the This is Jamaica program for the youths are from 6 to 17 and from 1 to 5. So you want to definitely go out and check it out. For more information on this, you want to go to thisisjamaica.org. Thisisjamaica.org on their website. Get a little more information about the program, and you yourself can enter. Okay, the scholarship awards for the program ranges from first prize $1,000 US, second prize $500 US, and third prize 250 Jamaican dollars. And I believe the school that the winning contestants is chosen from will receive $500 for participating in this program. So if you're listening, and if you know of a school that your school that you went to when you were a youth in Jamaica, maybe it's the school that your children are going to in Jamaica right now, and you want to go out and enter into this competition. It's a lively program. The children just excel at performing in this program, and they just show their best. They show up and they show out, as we say here in these United States. They show up and they show out, and yeah, okay. We're gonna have Miss Adrian up here in a second. I'm gonna have that for you in a second, so you could see it and experience it all for yourself right here. Okay.
I am Jamaican. I am Jamaican. Ooh. This is Jamaica. This is my country. A son of this island, a daughter of this land. Fearless of fear, I stand in awe. Only love prevails, secured in God's hand. Secured in God's hand. This is Jamaica, where joy cometh in the morn, surrounded by mystic waters, crashing unto the shores, where only heroes are born. Where only heroes are born. Only if you knew Jamaica as well as I do, then you would utter, I love you, Jamaica. God knows I do. God knows I do. 'Cause this is Jamaica, a simple speck in the universe. Our hearts, they beat and pulse in every nation, but only second to the kingdom of God.
Hi, this is Jamaica. My name is Ngozi Music, right? I am in 6th grade from Justin Paul Frederick, and I just want to say you guys are awesome. Keep it up. Keep doing great. I love your work. I'm a big fan of this. So yeah.
My island, I pray to God you take me home. You take me home. take me home. Take me back to Jamaica. Back to Jamaica.
Yes, indeed, folks. So there you have it here on Monday evening. Just speaking about this is Jamaica Poetry Scholarship Competition 2024, and you definitely want to get in touch with your schools, whether you're in Jamaica or you're in the diaspora. You want to definitely get in touch with your schools down there. It's time for those children to go on and enter into this program, into your school. And first prize, once again, $1,000 US. Second prize, 500 US prize dollars. Third prize, 250 US dollars. And also the winning school will receive $500. I look forward to having the different contestants on the program here at Jamaican Explosion as we follow the competition as it unfolds this year. Okay, this is Jamaica, created to support the children of Jamaica through scholarships in the form of poetry competition. Okay, I saw that Mr. Roach was trying to get in touch with me right here, and I know he probably has something to speak about the International Evening of Praise, and we want to say a big up going out to Mr. Roach himself, Patamar Music, for just doing an excellent job yesterday evening with us and playing. He was a DJ for the evening, Mr. Patrick Roach. And go ahead, Mr. Roach, and call us on the system. Call us through the YouTube, and I'll be able to speak with you through the YouTube link if you want to speak with me on the airwaves this evening. Okay, Pastor Rob here on a Monday evening, kind of laid back, relaxing Monday evening. It's good to have you here on This is Jamaica, on Jamaican Explosion this evening. And it's just my pleasure to bring to you Jamaican Explosion every Monday evening. Okay. Let's continue here with a little bit more information from the community. I understand that Jazz on the Lakes, that will be coming up in the Atlanta area pretty soon, put on by the Atlanta Jamaica Association. So you want to stick and stay to find out a little bit more information about that and when that is. That's the Jazz on the Lake. And you can also check this out. I'm gonna give you the location in just a couple of minutes right here. Okay, and it's an event that you come out to, and you could bring your baskets and sit down, relax, and enjoy a beautiful occasion, a beautiful evening by the lake. Okay, let's get it up here so you could see it. Pastor Rob here. This is Jamaican Explosion on a Monday evening. It's good to have you here with us. And if you're just joining earlier today, we had Mr. Pastor Junior Tucker stop by. Okay, so there we have it. Okay, there we have it for you. Upcoming by the Atlanta Jamaica Association. It's Jazz Under the Stars on the Lake. So let me get it straight. Okay. Jazz Under the Stars on the Lake. Date for that will be October 5th, 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. Okay, at the Water's Edge Pavilion. Okay, so you want to put it on your calendar and make sure that you prepare for that one. Okay, that's the Jazz Under the Stars on the Lake. Presented by the Atlanta Jamaican Association. Okay, so it's bring your baskets and bring your folding chairs. You're going to sit back, relax, and just enjoy a beautiful evening of just jazz and great company on this particular evening. Okay. All right. For more information, you might want to call 404-777-9593. 404-777-9593. Okay, for the Jazz Under the Stars on the Lake October 5th, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Water's Edge Pavilion. Okay, very good. All right. So that's an event that you definitely want to go check out. Okay, you definitely don't want to miss that event. Okay, very good, very good, very good. As we continue here on a Monday evening, very laid back kind of evening with us here at Jamaican Explosion this evening, and I just want to say big shouts out going out to Mr. Why Not the Paul for the excellent job yesterday evening at the International Evening of Praise, and of course, Mr. Patrick Roach as our selector and also singer. Ja Firewall came up and did our dance with the flags, and we enjoyed it immensely yesterday. Okay, very good. It's approximately now 8:56 p.m. and Pastor Rob here, and this is Jamaican Explosion on a Monday evening. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, we're gonna get some music up for you in a second. So just stick and stay, and don't you touch that dial as we continue here on Jamaican Explosion on a Monday evening. Okay, Pastor Rob here once again on Jamaican Explosion, and today's date is 8/9/16/2024. Okay, I just want to remind you and just inform you that coming up pretty soon within the Atlanta area, we will be bringing to you Shaw International Broadcasting Network, which will be a Roku channel for the entire Atlanta Caribbean area. For anybody that wants to have their programs on Roku, be presenting to you Shaw International Broadcasting Network, a Roku channel. And if you have videos that you would like to send up to us, we'll be able to post them on the YouTube channel. All you got to do is go to your device, whichever device that is, that has a Roku, the Roku channel on it. It could be your TV, your cell phone, or wherever, and you're able to pull up Shaw International Broadcasting Network, which will be coming your way pretty soon. Okay, and I believe at the end of the month we should have it ready to launch. It's already being prepared right now. So you want to tell your friends in and around the Atlanta area about Shaw Broadcasting, Shaw International Broadcasting Network. Okay, so we have that one coming up for you. Big shouts out going again once again going out to none other than all the crew, all the folks from yesterday evening. Okay, and with a big shout, send a big shout out going out to the next level, the singers from Gwinnett International who came by and started the program off, and they did such an excellent job performing yesterday evening in their mellow, sweet way. They started the program off, and of course, I enjoyed the rap artist Renee Blue. She came on and with a little speed rap thing going, and we're going to have some footage of this for you next week. Okay, all right. Sophia Bryan, she did an excellent job on also I enjoyed the many songs that she presented yesterday. Khalil Ross, there's another rapper from New Jersey, and his wife Ann Williams. She performed, as well as Ja Firewall, and they did some excellent performances with the flags yesterday evening. Of course, we can't forget Universe, and she sang some beautiful songs. Why Not the Paul singer Professor Roach came and gave us his rendition, and we had Doxology and Rowan Clark yesterday evening. So yeah, that's what it was, and that's what it is for us today as we continue to bring to you every Monday evening Jamaican Explosion. And I want to say thank you to Mr. Junior Tucker for stopping by, now Pastor Junior Tucker, and speaking to us this evening. And it's good to see that he is in the ministry, doing his work in the ministry, and he continues to work for the kingdom as a pastor in the ministry. As he said earlier this evening, he has been in 50 years of being in the entertainment and music business. And in 1997, he gave his life to Christ and turned his life around and began his journey in the ministry of the Lord. Good to see that he's a pastor this day, and we hope to hear back from him again pretty soon. This is Pastor Rod here, giving you a mini show this evening, but a show any which way, okay? And I hope you did enjoy Mr. Junior Tucker today, and we hope to see you back here next week again when we have another episode of Jamaican Explosion.